Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. So unfortunately, the nation lost its queen yesterday, which is really, really sad and really upsetting. I mean, look at how beautiful she is here, always smiling, right to the end there, and I think this was taken a couple of days ago. Sorry the quality's not great, but this is on Twitter. But, rest in peace. She was an amazing queen, had a very long reign, and it's very, very sad. So, unfortunate. But as my grandma always used to say, the show must go on. So let's dive into Bitcoin right now. Rest in peace, my beautiful queen. So looking at Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, and we are breaking that level of resistance just there, but one thing we do want to see is a retracement to this line here, okay, and then a close above that level of resistance, because you can see that's your primary resistance right there. And what Bitcoin would start to do is carve out some kind of structural double bottom down here, or some kind of ascending triangle, like I said to you, over quite a long period of time. And if we start to break this trend line here and this level of resistance, and we start to come back up, that's a really, really bullish statement from Bitcoin going forward. But I think one of the most bullish statements here for Bitcoin and the crypto markets is if you do start to come up and you break out and you start to see Bitcoin closing above this low here that it put in January 2022, which is roughly $32,986. I think that's an extremely bullish statement from Bitcoin going forward. So if we do start to see that, like I said to you, you could wait for these kind of scenarios to play out before entering the market. But I think if you do start to see that going forward, that you 100% confirm that this is your bottom right now for Bitcoin. And there's no guesswork, okay? And it is what it is. You're just creating that structural bottom, but you're confirming it by breaking key resistance above, because that for me would negate any further sort of impulsive move down if you start to close above that, okay, for Bitcoin. So it's really important that we do start to see that in the future, basically. So again, just wait for that scenario to play out. We've got this level of resistance, break that's a beautiful scenario as well for Bitcoin. But right now, let's take a look at the 4-hourly time frame. So looking at Bitcoin on the 4-hourly time frame, then, like I said to you yesterday, if you do start to see a close above the 55, just go long and put your stop loss on the 20, and we're getting that follow through right now. So that's a beautiful little trade that I personally opened on BitGet just there. And again, you can do all this. You can go long, you can go short. It's entirely up to you what you want to do. I just show you what I see, okay? And I'm not always winning every single trade as well. I'm not like holding my hands up saying I'm an amazing trader, I win every single trade, 100% strike rate, because no one has. No one's got a crystal ball, and it's all about support and resistance. And what I teach you on the channel is where to put your stops, minimize your risk, and where your TP points are, basically. And if I can find any breakout or patterns that sort of coil up and break out, I always try to show you, okay, and educate you as best as I can. So like I said to you yesterday, if you do start to see a break and you start to see Bitcoin closing above 55, go long with a stop loss on the 20, and it really is that simple. Beautiful stop loss, and look at that, you're riding it back up right now for Bitcoin, okay? So anyway, if we zoom in on the hourly time frame, stay on the 4-hourly, sorry, you can see that the key resistance, like I said to you, is this 55 EMA. That's why if you break it, you're sort of negating any further sort of downtrend here, and you could potentially be saying, okay, we've got the 1, we've got the 2, we've got the 3, we've got the 4, and the potential 5, and you've got either an impulsive move to the downside here, or you've got a C leg or an A leg, basically. It's one of many things, isn't it? This is a trouble evaluate theory, like I said to you yesterday. It's mind-boggling, but it's all about support and resistance for me. So right now, you are breaking resistance, quite bullish. It's starting to come back up and retrace to these highs, okay? So this is your primary level of resistance right now that we're looking at. So if we zoom in on the hourly time frame for Bitcoin, what I was anticipating here yesterday, to be honest with you, is a double M top pattern, okay? And we didn't quite get that. Let me show you what we got, because this is the thing, okay? Constantly price actions changing. Double A, you've got a descending triangle, a double M top pattern, which is basically some kind of ABC correction. But what you've got actually is the price action started to mature, is a bull flag. Let me show you this, okay? So just there, current up wasn't you, and we're looking for a breakdown. Never quite got to the technical target of a double M top pattern. So what this actually is a bull flag. Look at this. You've got a key level of resistance like that, okay? And then you've got this key level of support. So this descending level of support, descending level of resistance where the candlesticks are closing and opening like that, okay? So you're caught in this kind of range that's coming down. So once you broke this level of resistance just there, you ran into this resistance, and where did you find support? Look at that on that trend line, okay? So again, this is a confirmation break and a really good area for you to go long. If you zoom in on the hourly, 15-minute or whatever, if you start to see these patterns playing out, because what happens is they break impulsively, coil up looking for the continuation, break out, fall back to support, entry point confirming the bull flag, look at that, and then boom, you're out of there. So I was telling you, wait for the 4-hourly close. This is why the videos, because I only do them in the morning, it's difficult to sort of, I come back the next day and different price action and different patterns have matured, and that's the way it is, okay? So I try and teach everything I can. So we broke support fantastic entry point with a stop loss. Okay, teach you everything I can. So just there, from there, if you'd have gone long off that level of support, you'd be up currently around about 7.5% on Bitcoin right now. Okay, so you can see at the moment that the EMAs are going vertical. You know, like I said to you, when you're going vertical to the downside, expect to slow down, or you're going vertical to the upside, expect to slow down. So you're quite overextended at this point for Bitcoin. You can see this green line here, you are running to a key level resistance at the moment. So I would anticipate some kind of slowing down here, whether or not it's an ABC back down to support. I think technically this red line here at 19,000 19915 could be a really good area. If Bitcoin does come in for a large ABC correction, that could be a really good area for a key level support, which you can see is where these EMAs are at the moment. As these start to come up, okay, and start to curl like this, this is the support that Bitcoin could be looking for, and an ABC zigzag, something like that. That could be a really strong area of support for you, you know, for Bitcoin right there. Let me drop that in. If we start to see a slowdown, it is a big if, obviously, but you can see it getting quite overextended, and you're going vertical on the EMAs on the hourly time frame. You really are breaking out here. So 19912. If we take a look at the RSI as well, that's always a good indication. Really overbought there. You know, you've got a bearish divergence on the RSI as well, where you're creating a lower high and you're creating a higher high on the price action. So it looks as though Bitcoin might be running to this green line, which is a 382 fib. So what we do need to do is zoom out, okay, so we can see a better sort of picture of what's going on the 4-hourly time frame right there. So I would expect this is a key level resistance. It could offer a little bit of profit taking on the long if you're not already in one, if you're in one, sorry. Or potentially a short from here all the way down around about 3.9% to this red line, which will be a key level support for me, with a stop loss on the 382. You know, and this is what I teach you. You know, trade the ranges, because this is quite cooked on the hour with a bearish divergence. If this does start to come down, you know, down to this level into the oversold trajectory again, you could put in some kind of retracement, coming back down, lovely level support. You rode a little short at that point, TP, and then you start to come back up. So it's a potential scenario, and this is trading ranges. I teach you everything I can in the space. Okay, so that's your key resistance at the moment, the 0382 at 20831. So it could be looking for a retest of 236, because what you do, you work up and down through the fibs, okay, like that, come back down. That could be a key level support going forward for Bitcoin. So let me show you them levels again on the 4-hourly time frame. So what would I be looking to do here? Personally, you know, again, I could get stopped out. It is what it is. It's trading, its opportunity. I would be looking to go short at this point, okay, with my stop loss on the 382 fib at 20831, and I'll be looking to come all the way back down to there at the 236 at 19916, where I would close my short and actually open a long, okay, at that point as well, because you are sort of taking off a bit here. It doesn't mean that this trend won't continue, you know, and you're not going to sort of start to come up like this and go vertical, but like I've always said to you, buy big green candles, you get big red dildos. You get shafted, basically. You always want to buy the support, you know, okay, and I'll always try and teach you everything I can. So, you know, that's basically Bitcoin. Hope you enjoyed that little update. You can do all this, go long, go short, whatever you want to do. You're creating a little bearish divergence there on the hourly time frame, but it doesn't mean it can't continue. This is why you have to apply stops to your shorts, okay? I hope you enjoyed that little update. Again, you can trade all these little scenarios that I talk about on BitGet or BuyGet. BuyGet, I do apologize. BitGet or BuyBit. The link is in each and every single video description. And one thing I need to show you before I do go is, at the minute, you know, Bitcoin is retracing, and there is still the potential that this is an impulsive move and this is a corrective move back up. This is quite impulsive. It's quite a nice little move, this is, for Bitcoin off these lows. So these are your key levels of resistance going forward, okay? If you do start to see Bitcoin retrace any higher than the 786 at 23589, it's going to start to increase the probabilities that actually you're looking at impulsive break here, and you've got a break, and that would be your minimal target at your minimal target, I do apologize, is 1272 always is your minimal target at 27396, okay? And you know, whatever Bitcoin starts to do down here and carves out this structural bottom, it's, you know, we'll try and ride the waves together. That's what I'm trying to say to you. But you can see here, in this sort of area, you do start to come in for some kind of retracement. That's what I'm saying. You know, these little intra trades where you can ride the waves and the swings, they're all possibilities, aren't there, of making money up and down, regardless of what Bitcoin's doing. So I enjoyed that little update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.